Good morning, Long Beach Friends Church and friends, whoever else may be viewing. I'm here with Brooks this morning, and we're recording our portion of the last video from the church for 2020. And we're going to be talking about the year past and looking forward a little bit to the next year ahead in 2021. And you're going to be hearing from a number of our leaders and elders. It's mostly our ministering council members. I want to also just mention a thank you for the Mustard Seed Foundation, especially for helping support the new ministry that Brooks is undertaking this year, and also the Long Beach Church Collective and some others who have given us the means to help some various marginalized kind of people who are in difficult situations through this really difficult time. And so I'm going to ask for Brooks to just introduce himself.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, I'm Brooks. I'm the community pastor at Long Beach Friends Church and also linked in with Inner City Ministries. And so I've been tasked to be able to deal with our community and then also to deal with our folks that are in the church that are involved with ICM under Pastor Fred Newkirk. Because of COVID, Fred Newkirk has not been down at the church a good portion of this year. Just prior to COVID, we were hosting services for a Thursday morning breakfast and a Sunday evening dinner, which Fred would come down to both. And just because of the fact of COVID, we told him it's better that he stays home. And he has asked me to step in. And so I've come in to try to help lead that forward. And it's been a great opportunity not only to re-interface with the community, but then also to see what the next steps are embedded inside the ministry. And I'm fascinated. I'm just thrown because I thought once I started and Fred would leave, that all of the folks would leave with him. We're still seeing numbers way above 100 folks each service day. And I'm just thankful to what's going on here and how it's going, because we know that that's God leading people to come and visit. And we know that folks are looking for the message. So folks are asking questions. And I like the fact of being able to have that type of a role today where not only am I dealing with the community from a certain aspect, but then also to engage with the community. And it's not assuming problems, but how do we work out solutions from a problem? And so handing that over to our folks that are there, that have been there for maybe 20, 30 years, some say 40, that they've been around Fred Newkirk. And it's just been amazing for me to be able to step in and that it still stays intact and it's growing.
Well, Brooks and I want to be sure and thank all of the people who worked on making masks this year. But you know who you are. You worked really hard on making masks and making those available to many people. And that was just a huge blessing to a number of people in the church, a number of people in the community and elsewhere. So thank you very much for your work at that. And we're really grateful. So thanks.
So hi, everybody. My name is Susan Ramos, and I am the Latino Ministry Leader at Long Beach Friends. And this 2020 has been an extraordinary, out of the comfort zone a year. It's been challenging, but it's also a learning curve for me and most people. I think in church, we used to meet on Sundays at 4. on the second level, church level. And we used to, meet for fellowship, but not only for fellowship, but for Bible learning, to have a short devotional. Children's used to have their own classes, and adults would meet. And after the classes and the devotional were done, we used to have fellowship, enjoying dinner with the community people. But and then on the middle of the week, we would meet for Bible study. And in the middle of those regular meeting days, we would have visits or, encouraging phone calls and some other kind of hands-on ministry work that we would do with the members. After, March the 15th or 16th, I don't remember exactly, everything changed. And it moved to YouTube devotionals, which took me a little bit of time to get familiar with, and Zoom meetings with the kids Sundays afternoons, and much more phone contact and very small personal interactions with the people. Something new that happened throughout this pandemic situation is that 2 other Latina church members have been, got involved. One with the children's ministry, and the other one supporting me on a personal level, helping me process, daily stressors, helping me think about how to stay connected with people and how to try to navigate all these last minute changes that have happened. So God is good, and He provided, be encouraged, trust God that He knows what's going on, and keep up the good work that you're doing. But it's still, I'm very happy because in the middle of all of this, I've seen God working in everything. There was 3 statements that last year I attended a conference from the OC United organization called Respect, and they prepare me for these years with these 3 statements that I keep on repeating myself every week to, do to follow God's lead. This so they go: keep calm, trust God, and show commitment. Those 3 statements have been my motto throughout this year, and I encourage you to think about it and, just ask God to lead you, as to help you prepare for 2021. We don't know what's ahead, but it's really been a very stressful, but not only stressful, it's been a blessing in the middle of all. I've seen God working for us, through us, in us. And so to Him all glory. People, thank you for listening to this short recording. I hope that you have a wonderful New Year celebration, and may God be with all of us. Happy New Year.
Hi, everyone. It's Chris and Kim, and we're going to give a year in review of Submerge Youth Ministry.
We were asked to share some things that we're thankful for, some things that we missed, and we thought that it would just be a good idea to share some of our personal highlights from the year as the things that we're most thankful for.
All right, here we go.
One of the first ways that we started this year was with winter camp. I would say it was one of my most favorite memories from this year. We were lucky enough to have a lot of our youth participate and just be able to join in the winter retreat. I got to bring on some friends of mine, John and his beautiful family, to share, and then some close friends of mine to do children's ministry. And it was just a great way to start off the year.
Yeah, great. Then in terms of ministry, we started our series this year called Glow in the Dark. And basically, it was us doing an inductive Bible study through 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. And we started that in January of this year, 2020. All right. And in February, on Friday nights, we had more of an activity-based, because Sundays we did lessons. We did Battle of the Sexes, kind of fun activities. That was a highlight in February, along with other group games and small groups.
Yeah. Then March hit, and we ended up finishing our Glow in the Dark series online, along with just sharing life updates, kind of like virtual small groups, learning how people were doing with the transition in school and just how everyone's families were doing. So here's some photos from all of our Zoom sessions. We were online for maybe like 2.5 months.
Yeah, from March to May. Some other things that we talked about was the social justice movement, all the things were going on. There's so much going on, as you all know, and we thought that was important discussions to have. Doesn't matter if you're 11 or 18. I think it's something to talk about. So we wanted to talk about it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In June, May and June, we had a couple of grads. Chris graduated from his master's program. You can see Shirley and Pedro on the screen. And Amber and Jonathan also were some seniors who graduated. So despite everything, we're still able to celebrate them.
Yeah. We started meeting outside around, I guess, June, July or so. As you know, it's hard to meet on Zoom, and kids' attention span already is already pretty low. And school doesn't make it easier, so we met outside. Here's some clips. What we did, we met at Warlow Park on most Fridays, and we did some activities. We did some kind of topic discussions, some games, while social distancing to the best ability, of course.
Right. Here we are celebrating Ashley's birthday. One of the things that we missed this year or this summer is Quaker Meadow, which was a bummer, and we've been going for quite a bit, but we're still able to do some summer activities at the park.
Yeah, not the same, but
yeah, some s'mores.
Yeah, s'mores. Yeah, not the same. Not the same experience.
Yeah.
All right, there's more videos. So we did take a little break in summertime. We did have a beach day. We were able to go to the beach, kind of just hang out, be by the water, dig sand. I guess I was just the only one digging sand, but
we always have to bury at least one person.
Someone. So it was just fun to get together and be outdoors. And beach is, we usually do it in summertime anyways, so it was nice that we were still able to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When things began improving a little bit, we decided that we wanted to still do a senior dinner. We wanted to do something a little bit more formal at a restaurant, but we decided that that wouldn't be the best idea. So we're just able to have a little bit more of like a formal sit-down dinner where we were able to just celebrate our seniors,
appreciate them, and they weren't able to have graduation, no grad night, no proper ceremony that most of us has had. So we want to do something for them. So we thought it went well, and it was nice to send our seniors off into adulthood in the world. So.
One of our seniors, Shirley Alminger, decided that she wanted to come back to serve youth ministry at LBFC. And so we've been very thankful for her. She's lucky enough to be financially supported by the city of Long Beach while working with us and serving as a leader. And so she has been with us and will keep helping us out next semester as well.
We started resuming meeting in our apartments, which was a long discussion, but we thought it was best to do that. And it wasn't an easy decision, and we made the decisions every single week to either go back on Zoom or be in person, but we wanted to create an outlet for the youth just because they're online all day on in class. So so we wanted to create the opportunity back here in our apartment.
So we just went through 3 different series. One of them was our identity series, which was focused on their identity in Christ, but also the different facets of their lives that contribute to it.
Such as being a daughter, a friend, a son, a cousin, a brother, a sister, a student.
Yeah. And then we did our Lifted series, which was a gospel-based series out of Luke, where we did an inductive Bible study together, just kind of singling out very specific passages that help build the gospel. And then we finished with the Case for Christ, which is more of a discussion-based series where we kind of compared Christianity to other popular religions and other sects within Christianity itself, and just helped answer some questions and also inform the youth.
Yeah. Then basically that leads us up to the Christmas holidays. So we didn't have any formal lessons. We usually do a scavenger hunt. So we were able to do a neighborhood scavenger hunt outside. So we did that, and we also had our Christmas night in where we had dinner and white elephant, and we had a movie in the background and some desserts. So that was a few weeks ago. We're currently on a break, planning for the next year.
Some ways that you guys can pray for us is just for God's provision over the health of not only us, but the youth and definitely their families. We've been very, very thankful that everyone has been healthy so far, but also just praying for wisdom as we plan out some events and the rest of youth ministry for next semester. Wisdom on how to be as safe as possible, and also just communicate well with just our expectations on how everyone can stay as safe as possible.
Yeah, want to throw out our expectations, but we'll see what happens and just be praying for us as we go forward. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. All right. That's 2020.
Thanks for watching.
All right.
I'm Linda Tam, and I am one of the elders. It has been a privilege to be in service to our church, our family, Christ family in the city. And I've been asked to talk a little bit about this past year and how it has been for us as a body, the body of Christ. For me, I would say 2020 has been singularly unique. I say that because it is a year that is remarkable, definitely remarkable in a noticeable way, and a year that none of us will ever forget. In many ways, it has been a difficult year for many. I know some of us may have felt like we've been through the ringer, tossed around like in a washer, up and down through a roller coaster. But God works through those things. God uses those challenging times to shape us, to help us to grow and to build our character. I know that it's not always easy. It doesn't always feel that way. And a lot of times the turmoil can almost seem overwhelming. However, God has been there. He has held our hand. He has lifted us up out of the mire. Anything that we may have felt like we have fallen short, He lifts us up. He hands us His hand. And we can hope in that and trust in that. I know that in addition, He's made us unique. No two of us are alike. We're not clones. We're not identical. And even for twins who may be identical, they are not 100% identical, even in physical features. So God makes us uniquely and wonderfully made. He has a purpose for us, and He has a desire for us to follow in his steps, to be faithful, to take up our cross and follow him. So for me, while 2020 was not anything that any of us could have ever prepared for, or even known what to do, he was there for us. The Lord was there for us. And it's that hope that will bring us out of this, that hope that he has something new for us, something that we would have learned from this time. And in some ways, it was actually, you could see a silver lining. There are good things that happened this year. They're not all bad. And it's those things that we know we can continue to do even after this quarantine time ends. I wanted to also share with you some of the highlights from this last year that I have been privileged to witness or be a part of. I know that as a body, we have been providing care in the form of meals to others in the congregation when we would find out that meals could be helpful. I know that during certain special times, we would have care packages made, and they would be delivered to people who we knew would be appreciative of it. I know the congregation has been very good at showing hospitality and visiting people when it was necessary and in a safe way. Sometimes we had members that were ill or going through different trials that were times where maybe food or prayers needed to be shared or said for them. And so I know that our body has been very faithful in that way. We also noticed that during this time, there could be issues with not only physical health, but also with mental health. And so we started what was called the Sanctuary Mental Health course, where we started talking about the different types of issues that people might be facing mentally during this time, whether it's anxiety or depression. Just there are all different types of things that people may be going through at this time. Quarantine fatigue and compassion fatigue and COVID fatigue. Those are some of the things you might have heard this time if you were reading news or watching and hearing those type of words go through the media. And those are all very real mental health issues that cause people to not be able to function as well, possibly. They may need other support. And this course was one way to show and teach others in the body how to be a support to those going through mental health issues. That was about 9 sessions, and we had about 11 members of the church be a part of that. And that was, in my mind, something that God really, for me personally, I definitely felt like God had used that, and I had learned quite a bit and was able to share some of the experiences that I've had helping others with any kind of stressors that they had, by listening, by helping in doing research, if I knew specifically what type of things were bothering them. And it was a great learning experience, not only for others, but for myself. We'd like to thank people during this time who we know were considered essential workers and were working in the medical field. And we have members that were faithful in their service. We've had members who are teachers who were going through quite a bit. I would hear a lot of the frustrations teaching virtually. the teachers had to deal not only with the students having to learn, they also had to learn and adapt to this new way of doing things and this new normal. The administration, we even have members who are in the administrative part of that, and they were able to provide support as best they can as well. Also not knowing what the future would hold. So making decisions in that type of environment is obviously equally, if not more challenging. We had other members that were helping with the situation with the homeless at this time. Clearly that is a stressor in a normal time and made even worse during this time. We would hear on our Sunday Zooms of how different people were dealing with this time and giving in any prayer requests that they had. Particularly this time, we had a great number of prayer requests, and we were able to pray for each other and to support each other tangibly if there was need, such as we mentioned meals earlier. There was a meal train that was started, and I know that the recipient was very, very thankful for that. And so actually that segues into the last thing I'd like to mention, that if you do have any prayer requests at this time or even any praises, please do not hesitate to share with us. We obviously meet on Sundays with our Zoom, and of course, as an elder, that is also another, you can just reach out to any one of us personally as well if you do not wish to share it over Zoom. And so with that, I know that the Lord is guiding us. He's moving. He's always moving. Whether we sense it or not, he is always moving, and we can trust in that. And with that, I will hand it over to Lara.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Lair Key. I'm a follower of Jesus, serving in the Long Beach Friends Church as an elder for a few years now. And I just want to take the time, a moment to look back at 2020 together. We've made it through one of the most difficult years in our lifetimes, one of illness and death related to the pandemic, the epic fires, the contentious politics, and eye-opening acts of social injustice. Yet, through it all, there were ingenuity, there were love, there were healing, and there were hope. I have to say I'm so proud of all of you for doing your part to adapt to the challenging time and to persevering. Thank you to all of you for your caring spirit, your adaptability, your resilience, and your determination to keep going and to extend your love and support to all those around you. You've displayed that in the way that you help each other overcome quarantine fatigue. You pray for each other. You listen to each other. You provide meal support in times of need. You check in on health and well-being of each other. You share resources, and you encourage each other to adhere to the health and safety guidelines. Your faithfulness and love is evidenced as well through your continual commitment to meet together through a new online Zoom platform. Now, I also want to look ahead in 2021. We will not wake up to find that everything is magically back to normal. The reality is that we will face trials. We will endure pandemics. We will face many unexpected and difficult battles on a global level and in our personal lives. But the good news is God knows all of this and the details we will face. He will be with us as our help and source of strength. We can even let go of our fear and let faith take over our biggest concerns. It will take time for us to get to a better place, a new normal, but it will come because Jesus overcame the world so that we can have peace, hope, and faith in him. And as we approach the new year, 2021, I want to leave you with this. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace and fill you up abundantly with his love. and virtual hugs and many, many thanks.
Good morning. My name is Kim. Kim Ing. We all meet together, pray time on Friday, call at 11, and then we sing and then we pray, and all the people pray too, like who join the call. And we start do from the what month? April until now, at the end of the year. And we do on Sunday too. And thank God that some people, they cannot come join us before, like went to the church because they sick and stuff. But when on call, they can call in, even how sick, they can join us to listen to the Joe preaching. And then when we had the COVID, the first month, and we start to do the mass, like almost 1,000 mass, and we give around too, and then we give to ICM community, and all the people that in our church is help. Thank you for that, and thank God that give us the time and the money to do all that thing. Thank God, and Thanksgiving we have a gift card from our church for 3 family, and then in Christmas we have a gift card for the 3 family too, for from the church. Joe Sable, he know. Thank you for all the help, for thank God that all the people help, and we all help each other, and we grow in God. We have a love offering to help people at Cambodia church. Usually we don't have that much, but this year, thank God that even we have the pandemic, and we still have help more than last year. They also thankful for the gift. Brother, sister over there, they have the picture, they have the video to send to us to say thank you very much for all brother and sister here. Love them, even don't see, but we are in cry. We love each other. Thank you, God, and thank all the brother and sister here. This is the letter from Phnom Penh Church that they are thankful for brother sister here that have love offering for the Christmas. They are thank God and thank you all the brother sister in church Long Beach that give the love offering. They receive it, but the money they don't do yet. The government over there, they don't allow to meet 20 people yet. That's why he don't do yet. But when I have the time, they are gonna do the party for God anytime that they open the time. The government open, and then they do it. They thank God so much about our love offering, and they are thank you for everyone here. They miss us, and thank you very much. Thank God, and Happy New Year 2021.
Happy New Year. My name is Susanna Siem, and I'm the presiding clerk of Long Beach First Friends Church. It has been one crazy year because of the pandemic, and The elders have continued to meet each month through Zoom to better serve and care for our members. This upcoming year, we plan to be putting together a nominating committee so that we can nominate new elders, but also look for a replacement for myself. I will be transitioning out of the presiding clerk role and will help support train the next incoming presiding clerk. I've been super thankful to be able to serve in this capacity for many years, and now that I am married and have new responsibilities with my work, would like to serve in a different capacity. So hopefully next year we'll be able to meet in person and have a meaningful congregational meeting in which we'll be able to nominate new elders and also a presiding clerk, and then also review our budget into the next year. Wishing you all a very happy new year.
Hey everyone, I'm Monica Ginder. I'm an elder and the recording clerk. That means I get to take notes for all of our fun meetings at LBFC. So as you know, because of the pandemic, we were not meeting in person, and that left me with the privilege of having time to make sermon videos. I hope that these recordings have been a blessing to you during this time, as it has been a fun and creative outlet for me while we're staying at home. In 2021, we hope to continue the recordings and maybe enhance our live streaming once we're able to meet back in person. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to reach out to me, and I hope you'll enjoy our year in review. Thank you and Happy New Year!
Okay, this is sermon, take one. Good morning, Long Beach friends. This is July the 13th. No, it's not July the 13th. It's what? The 17th. This is the week after Easter, April the...
Morning, Long Beach friends. Saturday morning, April something or other, 25th maybe?
Here we are, the day before Mother's Day. Well, actually, by the time you see this, maybe it'll be Mother's Day. I don't know. Good morning. No, good afternoon. Whatever time it is for you, have a good one. It is August the... I never know what date it is. It's the 7th. I'm down at the church Saturday morning, June... It is 11:09. July 3rd. Ready as I'll ever be. We are on My glasses are fogging up. I can't drink my coffee. Testing the mic right this moment while I pour my coffee. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay. You can include that. Cheers. Hello, hello, from where it doesn't snow. Well, I should start now. Oh, we're going? You can edit that out too. Okay. Okay, I guess we're on. You're going to have to cut that. Anyway, moving on to the sermon. Now my glasses are fogged up. Okay. Did we finish?
I wasn't watching, sorry.
When
I
did?
was listening to you.
Okay, when? Oh, and I still got to figure out what I'm reading.
When?
Okay, I'm going to test the mic now. This is me with my eyes closed, testing the mic.
Test.
You don't have a lens cap on, do you? Oh, you would know that because it would be you would be seeing anything. Okay, so I'm saying words. There's a song about that. Can't stop dancing.
We're recording.
We're recording now? So I should stop dancing and do the sermon? Testing the mic right now to see if it's on. Okay, we are recording now. I do not have chocolate oatmeal on my mouth. Long Beach friends. Sorry. Ready now? Okay. Wow, we've wasted 25 minutes since I set that clock down. Okay, this is a test. This is only a test. If this was not a test, I'd be exploding. Buckle my shoe. Close the door. We wasted 5 seconds. All right. Now, normally, okay. Are we going? It's time to go? All right. We can always start again. How many minutes have I used?
I already stopped the other one. 15 seconds in. Now.
You probably all know who I am, but I'm Joe. I planned to do an interview with Brooks today, and I didn't think I think I know, but he didn't tell me, so I'm not going to say it on video because I don't want to. I don't want to, incriminate myself for getting it wrong. Well, there's something going on outside this morning, and so we're going to run out and take pictures of it, and we'll show you what it is. Oh, it's a protest in that time, and this is not the Herod that tried to kill Jesus, nor is it the Herod that, actually, it's not the Herod that tried to kill Jesus. I'll leave it at that. It's one of his descendants, either his son or grandson. I should have checked that out. And so I'm a little scatterbrained. So if you detect that I'm tired or not thinking very straight, it's because that's probably true. Well, it's certainly true that I'm a little tired. And thinking straight, yeah, you can always question that. Handing him over to be guarded by 4 guards of 4 soldiers each. Did I say 4 guards of 4 soldiers each? 4 squads of 4 soldiers each. You know what? Let's take a break and start this piece over.